Hi everyone, and welcome back to Building and Maintaining a Healthy Self-Esteem. So today I want to talk about our negative beliefs about ourselves. So in the last video, I kind of touched on negative beliefs and where they come from. Your negative beliefs about yourself, also referred to as limiting beliefs or sometimes negative core beliefs, are usually strongly ingrained in your mind, and you hold on to these negative beliefs without being aware that you are. Your negative beliefs about yourself are conclusions you have come to based on previous negative experiences. They are inflexible and focus on the negative instead of ignoring any positives. So negative beliefs can come from anything like negative childhood experiences, abuse, abandonment, trauma, the media. Another thing is it can develop later in life from things like financial difficulties, relationship breakdowns. So they can come from anywhere, and we don't realize that we're holding on to them. Some examples of negative beliefs are: I'm not as good as other people. So you may compare yourself to, your sisters, your cousins, your coworkers. Um, I don't matter. I must have control to be okay. I have to do everything myself. If I make a mistake, it means I'm a failure. So these are just a few. Like, there are so many different negative beliefs people can have about themselves. So these are just a few that I found. So now the first step in changing your negative belief about yourself is to become aware of these beliefs. This can be easy, or it can be really challenging because, like I said, they're in there. And a lot of the time we don't even realize that they're there. So most of the time, they're automatic. You don't question them, and you may not even be aware they're there. So the next time that you are anxious, scared, sad, angry, any emotion, triggering situations, pay attention to what your mind is saying to you. And ask yourself the following questions. Now, these are, you have to dig to get the answers to these questions. They are difficult questions. What thought or experience led to this feeling? Does this always happen? When did this start? What are you afraid will happen? Now, once you are able to identify the negative belief, confronting it head on is not a good idea. Replacing a negative belief with a positive one is not going to go well. Your mind is going to reject it. Chances are, you're going to beat yourself up. It's just going to have really negative consequences. So don't expect to be able to go from negative to positive. What we're going to do first is go from negative to more positive, and then you work from there. The next step is to challenge or question the negative belief you have about yourself. So challenging your negative belief. The purpose of this is to prove to yourself that this belief is not actual fact and is not valid. Challenging your negative beliefs about yourself and coming up with more positive beliefs is a process that is well worth it. It allows you to live life on your terms, not the terms your negative beliefs set for you. So in the next video, we're going to talk about unhelpful rules. And what that is again, you don't even realize that it's happening. And it's, the rules that you have created to live by to keep your negative beliefs from being challenged and putting yourself in that upsetting situation. You need to discredit your negative beliefs about yourself. There are many ways to do this, and you can find a lot of resources online, including printable worksheets. The way that I found most effective in challenging my negative beliefs about myself was to ask myself these following questions. I also found it easier to write it out. and work on one negative belief at a time. You don't want to be working on 2 or 3 or more. You want to work on one at a time. So the first question I would ask myself is, what are the facts? It's helpful to think like a lawyer or a scientist. They don't generally use feelings or opinions in their arguments. Sticking to the facts can help you avoid thinking the worst and making assumptions. Are there any positives in yourself or the situation that you are ignoring? You may only pay attention to information that supports your negative beliefs. By asking yourself this question, it will help you notice positives as well as negatives. And my favorite question, what would you say to a friend in this situation? You may criticize yourself when your negative belief about yourself rears its ugly head. Self-criticism can make you feel even worse about yourself. Try talking to yourself as you would a friend that was going through a similar situation. Show the same kindness and compassion to yourself as you would your friend. So I love this question, and I love bringing this question up in groups that I run, because we are our own worst enemy. We can be so nasty to ourselves. And the thing is, are these things that you would say to somebody else going through the same thing? Probably not. So why is it okay for us to say it to ourselves? So now that we've worked on our negative beliefs and are looking for more positive things to replace our negative beliefs, which will take some time, but like I said, it's well worth it. It just gives you a sense of freedom. You're no longer held back by them. And so once you've worked on that, keeping your negative beliefs about yourself more positive, the best way that you can do this is to follow through. So challenging them whenever they come up, and don't let it slide, and practice. Once you have started this process, make sure to keep up with it. Be consistent. When you're first starting out, go easy on yourself. I cannot stress this enough. Be kind to yourself. It may not work every time. You may struggle to get down to what your negative belief is, and you may have bad days, but as long as you keep moving forward, keep trying, that is what counts. You will find over time, this process will become more natural to you. So thank you for watching this video in the Building and Maintaining a Healthy Self-Esteem series. So if you have any questions about any of the videos in this series, please don't hesitate to get in touch with me. I can be reached by phone 519-539-8055, extension 265. And even if I'm not in the office that day, I will get my voicemail. So please leave me a voicemail and I will get back to you. I can also be reached by email, christinesmith@cmhaoxford.on.ca. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for the next one, which will be talking about our unhelpful rules. Thanks everyone, and have a great day.